Hello again, I am Jim Bob and welcome back to another episode of our City Skylines Snowfall playlist. Our new area is still pinging like crazy. All these buildings are still springing up and we are now just literally a handful of people away from unlocking boats. I'm just keeping an eye on the kind of traffic over here as well. This junction is getting quite busy now. So I'm thinking now is maybe the time to upgrade to triple lane road as well. Try and maybe speed traffic flow up a little bit. Now you can see we are just literally just a few people short now. So while that's doing that, we're going to quickly upgrade this stretch of road. Like that. Same here as well. See if that helps traffic flow. More buildings upgrading and leveling up. That count is just a handful of people away now, just a few dozen away. Population keeps rising and falling and rising and falling. Come on. Just 21 people. 10 people. So close, come on. Ah, it's going down again. Ah, 2 people short. There we go. We have unlocked ships. Finally, we have ships available to us. So we now have the harbour and the cargo harbour, which is what I've been waiting for a little while. So let's go into ships. So if I go to the harbour, we can see where the shipping route is. And there it is. That dotted yellow line, that is the shipping route there. So whatever we need, whatever we build has to be able to connect to that shipping route. If we're too far away from it, we won't be able to. Now we can build, obviously we don't have a connection to the shoreline there. We can build, say, here, and we can actually connect to the shipping route there. But if we get too far away, we can't connect to the shipping route. I think that's because we go across the land. What about if I had to build here? See, here technically we're a little bit further away, but we have a nice direct straight line to the shipping route. Whereas here, we're cutting through the land, we don't have a direct connection, so we can't. Which means we aren't going to be able to build over here on this little the peninsula here, which is a bit of a shame. I was hoping we could. Let me see, is there another sort of shipping route that we can perhaps connect to? I think that's it. I think that's the only shipping route. So that's going to kind of determine where we expand next. And I had thought about bringing stuff down and buying those 2 tiles there. But now I'm thinking that we need to push out this way because that's where our shipping line is. So we might need to come down across one more and then go down that side there and get that part of the coast. That's an interesting thing to ponder and think about. Also, we could go down that way onto that section of island and make that an industrial area perhaps. You know, we do have a highway connection that we could bring around. We could redevelop this and bring the road straight over that and straight over the water there so that we could then connect to the shipping route over there. Look, you can see the route going out to sea. Got a ship in the distance there traversing that shipping route. So we do have some good options. So where do we want to build a harbour? Well, it makes sense if we can to have a harbour near our station, I think. Now to do that, these are definitely going to have to go. So let's get rid of those. Which means we don't need that power line. That can go. We don't need this power line at all anymore because everything's connected through just the natural power grid. So that now means that we could potentially put in a standard harbour just here, and then with a clever bit of road access we can link that to our road network. So let's do that. Let's put in a harbour just here. Let's try and get it on a nice angle if we can. Like that, I think. There we go. Now we need to look at our road access. I'm going to pause for a second. I quite like the idea of actually bringing... Oops, that's triple lane road. And we need to go to straight for a second. I like the idea of potentially just bringing a road up and across this way. Like that. And then down just there. What I also like is the thought of maybe going the opposite direction and connecting to there directly, but is that really necessary with just that connection just there? I don't think it is. So we're just going to do that for now. Now we also have the option of maybe, we can't really do it right now, but maybe if we were to have, if we had the space, it's just a shame that that shoreline actually is just the wrong side of the dotted line. It would have been quite nice to have a cargo harbour just here, which we could connect up to here, and then connect up to our industrial section through these roadways. We can't quite get away with that. Maybe... no, there isn't really space for a cargo harbour and a passenger harbour here either. Let's see. Could we perhaps move... I mean, I've just plonked it in there, but there's no reason we couldn't potentially maybe put our passenger cargo in just there. That's further away from the industrial zone than this one would be. But having said that, I don't necessarily want to flood this area with a lot of heavy traffic either, because that's going to drive down the land value. Let's leave it like that for now. So let's make sure that we have a water connection. We're close, but no cigar. Let's just take that piece out and just extend this one down a bit instead. Like so. There we go. Let's put in a power connection if we need one. Yeah, we kind of do. I might do something with the other side of this road, but for now, I'm just going to drop a cable like that. That'll add power into the area as well. And I see no reason why we don't have a taxi rank waiting outside our harbour as well. So let's plonk a taxi rank just there on the corner. And let's see how long it takes us to actually start getting some people coming in by boat. You can see a boat in the distance there, not using that particular opportunity. We do have a direct link. Maybe we need to start adding in some more buildings that are actually going to draw some people in by water. We'll see. We have it placed though, which is a good start. So let's maybe look at some more of these landmarks. Maybe we could get a spa hotel opposite here. There's one possibility. And that might work actually. If I move that taxi rank for a second. If I move that to there. Like that. And then go back to unique buildings. Let's click on the spa hotel. Our building already exists. We've already built a spa hotel. Where is it? Where do we build the spa hotel? Why is it not showing up? It's very, very odd. That was our frozen fountain. Or the splendid fountain, or whatever they call it. That's the Christmas tree. Why isn't this one showing up if it already exists? That's very odd. Did I build it over here, perhaps? What does it look like? See, I don't see where it is. I'm trying desperately to remember where I built it. Is it over here? I don't see it. That's winding me up now. It's frustrating me. I don't remember building it, and I don't remember where I built it. Oh, there it is. Look, it's just there. Look, by our station. Oh, look, we have ships. We have cruise liners coming in. Lots of ships. Is that just lots of people coming in, or is that lots of people leaving? It could be both. It could be both. But there we go. We actually have a lot of ship traffic. Look how much traffic we're getting. Look at these boats coming in. There's so many of them. I think we're going to need a second harbour at this rate. Look at that. That's incredible. That's our image thumbnail right there. All those ships. Maybe we should get one actually coming into the dock. My God, look at the whole lot of them there. That's just insane. Okay, there we go. But it's working. Let's see how many people have come in already by ship. 53. That's not bad. Let's see if it goes up with this one. And still more ships are queuing. 2 more coming in as well. This is mental. We didn't get the chance to really play about with ships at all last time out with Jimsville. It just didn't work, unfortunately. So maybe we need a second harbour. We'll stick with just the one for now. What can we do as well? We're up to 27,000 people already. How's this high density area coming on? Look at all the size of these buildings now. And they're still improving. They're still levelling up, look. This one here now, just getting its 4th upgrade. There we go, look at that. Level 4 building now. Look how many people are in this building. We've got 11, 34, 40, 34, 68, 69 people in that building there. Let's have a look at the one next to it. It's going up still, look. It's still levelling up. Like a little blue bar just appeared in that final block. That one's still improving. This one here, almost at level 4. This one's just hit level 3. This one here, you know, increasing. Huge number of people in that room. And that one there, look. We've got 50... Oh, no, it's changed again. Let's pause it for a second. So 30, 52, 60, 80, 88 people living in that building there. When you consider that this one here has a whopping 13, you can see these high densities are definitely adding a massive number of additional people. And I'm looking around and I'm not seeing any buildings complaining about not having enough customers, not having enough workers, not having enough educated workers. Everyone's happy. We've got a couple of fires that are being dealt with, and they have been dealt with, and look at that, we have 0 issues with our city right now. All that's happening is just everything's just continuing to level up. I think this block area is going to be a good one to go high density with soon as well. So the next thing, I think, is going to be an airport. That's kind of the next big thing. Let's look at milestones. What's our next milestone? 34,000. That's going to bring in the cargo hub for rail. But that's a dock cargo hub. So that's one that will actually connect rail to ships. And the nuclear power plant. And then beyond that, 48,000, we get the plane. And we get the standard airport. And then 60,000 will get us the international airport. So we don't have a huge amount more people needed to get the next set of unlocks. Really, ideally, we need to get to 48,000. We need an extra 20,000 people to get us to airports. And then I think this space here in the middle could be great for an airport. I think that could work really, really well. So we certainly have a strong rail connection. Maybe we could even have the airport down here with then direct access to this rail hub here. We could just bring it off there and have a road connecting to our rail hub. So people coming in can then, go off in whichever train direction they want around our city. I think that's going to be a good thing as well. So haven't seen any queues here since we reworked this junction slightly as well. And look, there is a car that shouldn't be there. Where is he coming from? He's coming from this direction. It's still happening, look. And if I follow it back, it's this station. There's a problem with this station now. What's the problem? Why are they pulling out of this station and doing that? Honestly, I have no idea why they keep doing this. It's got to be this station. There's no other station nearby. We still don't have any buses up and running yet, despite having the bus terminal. So we should probably look at maybe getting some bus services up and running. But why are we still getting cars traversing through? I'm very, very annoyed by this. I don't know why it's happening. And I don't know why it's not completely resolved. There's another one coming through the snow, look. So they're appearing underground. That's why I'm not seeing them. Ah, look, no, look. It's not. It's not the station. It's these buildings just here. So why are they doing that then? I don't understand why that is happening. Oh, look how busy this junction is. Yeah, we need to upgrade that road. Getting a lot of traffic on this road now, so yeah, definitely time has come to upgrade all this to triple traffic. Do we need to go to triple down here? Well, not yet. Traffic down here is actually pretty low, but I think we are now getting to a point where we can look at maybe making that a triple lane roundabout. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm glad we rolled back some of those trees now. We're still going to have to get rid of a couple of them by the look of it. They're just encroaching just a little bit too much over the wall there. Yeah, that looks a bit better. Now we're getting complaints. Look, not enough customers. Be gone. I haven't got time to worry about you. We're having crime problems over here. That's not good. But why are we still getting cars disappearing through the snow over here? What is it with these buildings on this corner that's causing that? Are they coming from that building? And I can see them coming through that building. Maybe the problem's a bit further back. Maybe the problem's over here, but I don't see what over here would be causing that. It's got to be something with this corner itself. And that concerns me. So I'm going to take these buildings off for now. And I'm actually going to de-zone them because I don't know why this problem is happening. So until I know, I'm not going to have anything built there. So we've got all these cars parked here, but they shouldn't be. Really, they should be parked alongside They should be using the car parks. I'm going to try and encourage that. Hopefully that'll make things a little bit easier to see what's going on. Keep an eye out for more vehicles just suddenly appearing through the snow there. Very odd as to why those cars were just suddenly appearing through the snow. Please do let me know if anyone else has been having issues like that. And if you've been able to resolve it, I'd love to know what steps you took to fix that issue. I think, hopefully, now that I've identified the problem area, it's not going to be an issue anymore, but we'll just have to keep an eye on it and see if anything else starts making the trek through that snow there. It does look as though we seem to have solved it for now. So maybe let's take the opportunity to put in a placeable building in that spot instead. There's the frozen fountain that we've already got placed. So why isn't it greyed out if it's already placed? We can't quite fit it in either. That's our casino. That's way too big. I think this luxury hotel is going to be way too big as well. It is. I could go with the statue. Got a statue of shopping. Maybe plonk that in just there. What else do we have? The Lazarette Plaza. Statue of Industry has already been placed. Statue of Wealth, I think, has already been placed. No, it hasn't, but it's a little bit too big. It's colliding with the off-ramp just there. Again, just a little bit too big. Like the posh mall. No. Mall of moderation, no. I'm pretty sure most of these are going to be too big. The official park would fit. What else can we put in? I don't really want to put in a park just there. I'd rather put in a building. How about the oppression office? Yeah, let's put the oppression office just there. And then maybe we can sneak in a small park behind it. Not without damaging those ones again. That needs to be the other way, really. No. I think we need to upgrade that to 2-lane road as well, just to help speed up that junction a little bit. And let's do the same over here. Turn it into a traffic lighted junction, but also split the traffic coming off into 2 different lanes. Do I need to do that with the whole down ramp? Let's try it. Does that work a bit better? Oh no, the traffic isn't changing lane till it gets to the bottom of the ramp anyway. That's kind of defeats the whole purpose. In which case, we may as well just keep it like that, so at least it moves down there quicker. There we go. We might need to do the same over here as well. I think we already have done it over here as well. Look, yeah, that's 2-lane traffic down there. And then we've got 2-lane traffic there. We've already built in on that one, so we don't have to worry about that junction. How is this holding up, by the way? I know we spent a little time making this kind of weird monstrosity. It seems to be holding up quite well. Traffic all feeding in quite nicely. Yeah, that'll do for now. And that seems to have aided the queues by putting those little 2-lane splits there and turning it into a traffic light junctions instead of just slip road access. It's definitely made an improvement, I think, so that's good to see. It's made that junction flow a little bit better. We were looking for a small park to fill this space, weren't we? How about instead, let's go with something like a Zen garden, perhaps. Where is the Zen garden? Where are you, Zen garden? Where is the Zen garden? It seems to have disappeared. I no longer have a Zen garden available. I don't know why. Maybe it's been removed because it's not thematic. I don't know. Let's put in a Paradox Plaza just there instead. There we go, behind the oppression office. Are we seeing any more cars make that sort of weird cross-country trek? So far, no. So it looks as though whatever the issue was, we've resolved that one as well. Really hope that's not going to happen to all of our stations. I'm going to actually go check over here now. I suppose it'd be kind of hard to see any cars that just decide to go off course and cross country until the last moment. We don't seem to have anything else feeding in from weird directions. Does seem to be working really well. Look how busy that footbridge is getting as people move from station to station. I suppose metro would be another thing that we could look at in the future as well, as our city continues to expand. Right. Our demands are coming back in a big way, so let's start looking at continuing to level up this area. There's no reason why we can't go full high density in this area over here. We'll keep the outside line smaller for now, but coming in here, there's no reason why this stuff can't be higher density. Let's move this slightly. See if we can plonk that on the corner perhaps. How have we just gone? Not quite. Can put it here. Let's see if we can get it on the other side of the road. Whoa. It's done it again. Where can we put this where it's not going to look out of place and it's not going to take up valuable high density space? There, it could do it. It's the wrong side of the road, but I'd like it just here on this corner. Let's put it there, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to empty this building, and then once it's empty, I'm going to flip this so that it's actually on this side of the road and not this side. And then we've got that immediate connection between the two. That should make that a little bit more efficient, because you can see the hearses at the moment are kind of going around the block to do the empty thing and then back around again. Once that's empty, we can actually just spin it so that it actually comes off this road and not off this one. And that'll make that a little bit nicer. Back to our zoning. Let's fill that block in like that. Where else can we maybe add in some more commercial? Possibly over here, but I think let's rebrand this section up here first of all. So let's plonk all of this in as high density. And we're going to do this one block at a time. We're not going to get greedy and just do the whole lot, because that's just asking for trouble. But we'll do this one block at a time. We'll get one block in, get it settled, get the people coming in here, make sure that we're not putting in too many jobs for the area to be able to handle. And then once that's done, then we'll move on to the next block, and then the next block, and then the next block. We'll do it in stages. I also think we could perhaps get away with having a little bit of accommodation in this area as well. So what I'm going to do is actually put accommodation in that block just there. And same again just there. Put some accommodation in the heart of this area, so that we have people, you know, right next to this commercial zone and right next to this business park. And then obviously we've got our tram network over here, and we've also got our rail networks bombing all over the place that can bring additional people into these areas. But for now, well, that should be down there. There we go. I like the idea of actually having a residential block in this area, just to kind of add the extra living space, and also have people really, really happy because they have hardly anywhere to go to get to work. How are we getting on over here? We've halved the number of bodies that were in there already. That's good. We just need a few more to come down, and then we can add some, and then we can flip that round. What else can we start work on? What's our traffic like over here? Getting busy. I think we could really perhaps do with upgrading some of these roads a little bit. I don't know. I do quite like the traffic being like this. Maybe what we could do is we could actually take that away from traffic and just make that a tram-only route instead of a road. So let's see, would that help ease traffic flow a little bit? Let's upgrade this to just tram track. There we go. Stop the cars from coming down that road. That might make that junction a little bit smoother. It has killed those businesses though, because there's now no direct access. So they will start to hopefully redevelop. What was there? Residential and commercial. So yeah, they should now redevelop off this road here. So I've got that block just there, and that block just there will come off those. They'll spring back up eventually. There's one actually coming straight back in already. The residential hasn't yet, but it probably will do. That does seem to have helped, I think, with the traffic flow a little bit. Yeah, that definitely seems to have helped a little bit. I hear stuff pinging. Not quite sure where it's pinging. I don't think it's all the way over here. I don't think I'd hear that. That's this area here, where we just rezoned that recently. That's what's pinging. How are we looking here? Down to 119, so yeah, this is almost ready to flip. So we'll stick here for just a second, wait for that to finish off. So close now. As soon as that's done, we can move it. Where is the relocate? There it is. Excellent. So now I can flip it around like that. And now the entrance is on the same side of the street as the crematorium. Beautiful. So let's stop emptying, start filling again, and now we don't have to worry about those not being aligned. They are right next to each other. That's worked out really, really nicely. How's this area coming along? Pretty good. They're all full of workers. Not many jobs in these buildings, but you can see they're all operating normally. And they're all leveling up really, really quickly. So I think we're good to go with the next block. So let's do this block just there. Let's fill those holes in quickly before stuff starts to fill up. There we go. So that's that block there. I do like that little sort of plaza centre that we've built there. I think that looks really nice. Nice big open plaza slap bang in the heart of our commercial district like that. It's a shame we can't build shops off pedestrianised areas. That would be a wonderful addition to this game, I think. You know, being able to actually just have pedestrianised areas where there are no roads that you can drive down, but delivery vehicles can go down there as and when they need to, or they can go down whichever routes you create. Kind of like a traditional, you know, kind of city centre, or at least a typical UK city centre, where you have pedestrianised areas that are paved over rather than, you know, roads, and, you know, delivery vehicles can get down there, you know, as and when they need to, but it's generally just pedestrian traffic only, no vehicles. I think that would be really, really good to see. I'm getting a lot of very snowy roads. I'm wondering if we need to maybe add in another couple of snow dumps. We've got 2 over here, and I think we have 2 in our industry, don't we? Over here. Yeah, we've got 2 there. They're not that full, but all the snowplows are in use. There's like 10 per building. I'm wondering if maybe we need an additional snow dump somewhere, just to add a few more vehicles onto the road, because you can see all these roads here, look, are still completely covered. It just takes a little while for the traffic to get out there. And we've got 1 there, look, whizzing through. Maybe we're okay. Maybe I'm just overreacting. I'm just seeing, you know, bits of snow on the road and immediately going, oh, it's not working properly, we need to deal with it. And again, I look over here and I can actually see they are covering this area very quickly. Look, I spot an area, and then very shortly after that the trucks are there. You can see them with their beacons flashing, and they're also covering this area through here. So yeah, maybe I was just overreacting. Maybe we're okay and I don't need to add in additional snow trucks. Everything over here seems to be working quite well. This one's leveled up so quickly. Look at that. It's already almost a level 3 building. Same with this one as well. They're all leveling up so quickly. I think we're pretty much good to go with these ones as well. So I'm just going to do both of these 2 now. I think, yeah, this area can comfortably support them. And, you know, these buildings you can see here, these are still leveling up as well. Let's have a look at this one. That's now becoming a level 2 building. Let's have a look at happiness. Let's see what our happiness is looking like. Let's go to info views. It's looking pretty good, I think. What's the land value looking like over here? Not bad. Not great, but not bad. Got a really nice little patch just here, for some reason. Much nicer than just there. I'm not entirely sure why that is. It's all not too bad, I suppose. Over here, we've got a really nice little patch of land value in our low density. And as we come over here, it's not bad again. It's not great, but it's not bad. Over here, this is a great patch. Look at Doa Streepler. It really is the up-and-coming place to be. But look at all that green, though. A huge, great big patch straight through there. We've got great number of decorations. We've got great public transport links. We've got plenty of heating and so on and so forth. That's a really, really big green line through there. And over here, again, a lovely little area in the centre there. Where we've just got loads and loads of very happy people. And then around the edges, you can see where it's not quite so good. But we don't have any areas that are really terrible. You know, kind of middle to good, I would say. Even these dark blue areas, these are kind of middle of the road. They're not bad, but they're not good. But these green areas, these are, you know, almost as high as they can possibly get. And that's just great to see that all that area there is just completely green. You know, and this is our industry, that's never going to be green. But this, all this is residential, and the fact that they're all happy like that is so great to see. We're making a lot of money now. We're up to 4 million already, and still the ships come rolling in. How is our harbour doing? 65 passengers last week. This area is definitely looking good. And still, look, we've got another 3 ships queuing up to get in here. And there's another one on the way there. And this one's turned around, and is that going to go out on the route? Yes, it is. But that's just fantastic to see all those ships coming in. 187 people serviced last week. That is impressive. That's very impressive. And of course, you know, they're going straight to our rail network. So let's take a look. Look at these station platforms. This one in particular, look how busy this one is. Yeah, by putting that split further up there, you see that train there had to come out and cross over the lane and then cross back over here again. We actually had enough space for it to get past the train to do that this time. So moving that junction to there has definitely eased the problem that we had there. And are we getting any cars coming through the snow? Well, we would see the headlights. And I'm not seeing any cars coming through the snow. So, yeah, whatever the problem was over here, it's been resolved. It's just a little frustrating that it, you know, happened somewhere else as well. Having dealt with the first issue, finally, that one seems to have resolved itself. I want to double check this station one more time. Make sure that it's definitely not happening over here anymore. Next train should give us a huge chunk of people. Whole load of people coming out. Not seeing anyone driving through the snow. So it looks like we have definitely resolved that issue. That's great to see. You can see our people are walking off over there. I'm going to actually add, for those that need it, a footpath. Where are we? No, we want to be there. That's it. There we go. And add a footpath along the back here. Oh, is there a pillar in the way? Or is it just that it's too low? I think it's just that it's too low. Let's bring it out like that instead. Will people use that? I don't know if they will. I don't know if they'll be able to. Oh no, look, they're kind of nipping through. Oh, that's weird. Did they just jump up onto the bridge? I think they are. That's very strange little animation there. They're kind of using that as a way up onto the bridge, look. That's... okay, that's just... That looks bizarre. It looks wrong, so I'm taking that off. Let's do it here instead. Bring the path... again, look, it's gotten close there, so it's going to do the same thing. Let's bring it down and across. It's a little bit too far. I kind of want it to come along the side. I get the feeling it might do the same on this corner just here as well. Yep. Why? Oh, look at that. That's weird. No. Alright, we can't put a footpath there because it's just going to look ridiculous. People floating through the sky like that. I thought that might be a clever thing to do, but no, apparently it's... I'm overthinking things, apparently. Alright, how about maybe a subway footpath popping up over here? That could work. Let's drag that down like so. And across. Like that. A lot of people using that crossing just there, which I don't like. So maybe we actually bring them up in this area, perhaps. Means taking the edge of that one down a little bit. I'm okay with that if it helps resolve our traffic issue slightly. So let's go to there. Like that. And we'll do the same on the opposite side as well, I think. Let's try and judge the distance the same. There we go. And that should stop people from crossing that way. It won't stop them from crossing that way. Well, they're still crossing that way, but not as much as they were. I think. It's kind of hard to see. Are we cutting down on the number of people using this? No, we're not. Still a lot of people. Alright, that clearly hasn't worked. We are getting a lot of people using those, which is good to see, but still getting an awful lot of people crossing here. Maybe we need to have one of our ridiculously long bridges again that kind of splits over the road. Look how busy this is all, driving to a standstill. Alright, let's upgrade this roundabout before we go any further. Get traffic flowing through here a little bit better. And I think we need to upgrade this road coming in as well. Let's go to 2-lane traffic like that. We've just destroyed our subway bridges or subway footpaths as well. And these ones we can't move until we move, or upgrade until we move those plazas. I don't know if I want to move the plazas just yet. All that traffic, look, again, it's just sticking to one lane. Like, you put 2-lane traffic in and it never ever uses 2 lanes of traffic. It only ever uses one. Really, really frustrating when you put two-lane traffic in and it never ever uses the dual carriageway. So I'm going to have a think about this, whether or not I want to get this tripled or not. I probably will end up tripling it, but that's it for another episode. So thanks for watching. I am Jim Bob, and I'll be back with another episode of Snowfall for the City Skylines PS4 edition very soon.